Howdy, howdy. About to pull some edification for you with Amaziah. He's going to be talking to a brother, Israelite brother. So just hold your horses, sit in your seat, sit back and enjoy the ride. This won't take long.
Oh, you already got it live.
Yeah.
I say I'm gonna give him a second to get back on Facebook.
Oh, word. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna just play some music for a second here, cause I gotta go handle something right quick. I thought he was ready.
All right, do that, and I'll just wait.
Okay. I thought I can give. I seen people giving somebody controls. Control. I've seen somebody do that before.
What'd you say?
I seen somebody give another person control of the room before. I'll figure that out tomorrow. I done figured out the chat box, so I'll find it tomorrow. YouTube tells you everything about YouTube. I'm gonna go handle this right quick.
All right, bet. I still don't see him on.
What? You got the link? Oh, he ain't on Facebook anymore.
Nah, I don't see him on. He logged out. It's on his phone though.
How he disappeared that fast?
I don't know, cause he just messaged me. He was like, I told him I was about to get him on the line. He messaged me. I was like, when? And so I tried to call him, and he didn't pick up.
Okay.
So we just have to cancel that one. Put him up another time. Yeah, that's one of my ox back home, man, Kansas City.
Okay.
He's still posting up pictures like he's still gang banging and shit.
Okay. I know that's right. Yeah, doing too much. Doing too much that way. The way you talking about?
It's a lot of red flags up there in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them. We used to be outnumbered, man. Still are.
Hey, it's just the opposite here in my city. You know what I'm saying? Crips, they run everything. I'm talking about they run it, but you know, people are getting more intelligent now and realizing that, you know what I'm saying, we got a bigger fish to fry. There's somebody really doing some real serious oppression around here.
I think the biggest wave hit when the game came out back when I was like 14.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, because he told the yeah.
Then none of the red flags wear Cincinnati hats.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Then none of them wear Cincinnati hats until he started wearing that Cincinnati hat for Cedar Block. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you start seeing niggas with Cincinnati hats everywhere. You start seeing more bloods all over the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
They're getting smart, man. People realizing it ain't us. You're just fighting over scraps. Somebody has our true wealth. I'm trying.
See, here he come right now. Matter of fact.
Okay, good. I'm trying. Cause I was trying to screen share G-Con's thing. He debating with that crazy dude Garfield.
Shalom, Mark. Oh no, we was waiting on you, bro. Hey, you get them in bed almost same time as I do. Mom been sleeping back.
Oh, it starts at 10 o'clock. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, that's how it used to be for me. With my kids, man, my oldest one, she stay up till 3 in the morning and shit. 3 and 4 in the morning. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm trying to get into this CDL school, but I don't think my BM really want me to go for real. Like the lady the lady called me earlier today and was like, yeah, like I was sleeping, I heard her calling, she picked up the phone and was like, this ain't his number.
Dang. What's that? Oh, that's the BM.
Yeah, hey, my aunt can't hear you. Go ahead and say what's up to him. That's my aunt Dava, man.
Oh, okay.
That's my aunt Dava. His name
Gotcha,
Dava.
gotcha. Shalom, Dava. I mean, no, I'm Dava. Talking about Dava.
Hey, Hey, what you want to go by? Hold on. Let me. What you want to go by, bro?
Devon.
Devon. He said Devon. Yeah, y'all can hear each other.
I can't hear him at all.
Speak. Hold on, David. Speak. Now we on. Actually, hold on. Can we do that?
What you got him on Facebook phone?
Yeah, he on the Facebook.
No, he can join the call. Let me see. No, he don't got Google and all that stuff, right?
You said they trying to cave you up. Oh yeah, I seen you got locked up. Hey, we recording, bro. I said we recording live, like we recording right now. So with Google. So we just gonna get into some subjects. Yeah.
Is this music too loud?
That's how it is too now. Nah, it's not too loud. Hey, let me get you a scripture right quick, brother. That's how it's gotten out here too. And see, that's part of the plan, bro. What I was telling you earlier is what they're trying to do is basically is they're starting shit. Because if we can't eat, what do? We go and take it. You know what I'm saying? You know that. I know that.
All by his own.
You know what I mean? but the thing is that we can't continue to live like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because in the desert, when our people and when our ancestors were in the desert after the Lord brought them out of Egypt, you know what I'm saying? He gave them manna to eat. You know what I mean? He gave them quail from the sky to eat, and he would produce manna in the mornings, and they were to take and bottle up everything they needed for that day, and not to keep it till morning. You know what I'm saying? So when this time comes, that's the only person we're gonna be able to trust, because if they start locking us up and not feeding us and mistreating us, how we ain't gonna be able to go out and run the streets and steal for food and money. Then we got other brothers that, cause see the way that this is gonna work is that, for one, what's crazy is this truth has been being preached since the 1800s. You know what I'm saying? So we got brothers all over, man, that know these scripts and know who we are, and that have been following these laws, statutes, commandments. You know what I mean? Like me and the Ak that are on the phone right now with you, like we study the laws. You know what I mean? We study how to actually follow the Most High, and they don't teach us that in the church. You know what I mean? They never taught us that in the church. You know what I mean? I learned recently that everything that I've learned in the church was a lie. That they intentionally set up the churches to lie to us and make us more docile,
So that we
to
won't,
our slave masters.
so that we won't create our own nations and separate.
Con, like,
They need us as workers, slaves.
con. It means right in Hebrew, man. My bad. I be forgetting it. You gotta learn this stuff, man. But this is oh yeah, that's yeah. Yeah. Con.
Free my brother Major Brown.
Con. 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 And see, it was written by our ancestors. And that's what this white man has done. He's done nothing but go around and rob everybody else's culture and call it his own. You know what I'm saying?
And their resources.
Rothschild. The Most High, because once enough of us come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments and start following the Most High again, then he's going to return our former glory. Okay? King David had slayed 10,000s upon 10,000s of men. You know what I'm saying? His elite soldiers, you can go through the Bible and read about them in the book of Chronicles, and it's in the book of Samuel too, and
yeah, the
it's
mighty
in the book of Samuel and Chronicles. These guys would be in battle. Like one of them, his whole army left him there, and he killed over 300 niggas by himself. You know what I mean? So there's prophecies in the Bible about the last days, how the Most High is going to raise us up and use us to conquer all these other nations. You know what I mean? Now, let me get this right quick. It's Revelations 2 and 10. No, he was one of the kings, man. I mean, he was one of the generals of David, King David. He was one of King David's generals, our ancestors. Let me read this to you though, right quick. It's Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of the things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. So it's telling us right there, the devil's going to cast us into prison. Now, who makes the prison systems? That's the white man, right? That you may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So the Lord is saying for us to be faithful to him, even if the devil kills us, and he's going to give us a crown of life. Because, see, they can only take away our bodies, you know what I mean? And the Most High is going to raise us back up.
immortal.
You know what I mean?
Straight immortals.
Hey, Devon, man, turn your see if you can turn your microphone up, or turn your try to speak louder into the mic or something. See if he can hear you right quick. Try to talk to the brother. You still there? Hold on, I'm trying to see. Hey, Ak, you can hear me? You might have stepped away for a second. But yeah, let me show you these. I'm gonna show you some more scripts. Let me see here. I was telling you about Deuteronomy, right? Now, the first 5 books of the Bible was written by our ancestor Moses, correct? Yeah, Moses is black. I can prove that too. That's in the Bible as well. It proves that he's black in the Bible, because when in Exodus chapter 3, when he sees the burning bush, right? And the Lord talks to him from the burning bush. He gives him, he allows Moses to perform certain miracles in order to show the Pharaoh and the Israelites to prove that he was sent by the Most High. Now, one of those miracles, he told him to put his hand into his bosom, and he told him to take it out. And it says when he took it out, his hand was white and leprous as snow. Right? And he said to return it into his bosom and take it out again. And it said that his hand turned to the same color as his other flesh. So how did it go from being white as snow back to white? That's not a miracle. You know what I'm saying? And that's the only, no, it's not a miracle. And you can look it up in every single movie they've made about Moses, and they never put that miracle in there, but it's in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They intentionally leave that out of every movie. Now check this out. This is Deuteronomy 28 and 1, right? Now, okay, basically, the Lord gave Moses the commandments, right? And the what we call the law is the first 5 books of the Bible, which is Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. So here in Deuteronomy, basically all the law has been given. So now the Lord is telling us what's going to happen if we follow the law and what's going to happen if we don't follow the law. So that's Deuteronomy 28:1. It says, "And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God," which means if you listen and listen, what it means diligently is to work hard at what you listen at, to the voice of the Lord thy power, right, thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. So he said if we listen to his commandments, that he was going to set us on high above all the nations of the earth.
He also said that individually.
Con.
Yep.
Yeah, like the brother said, he also said that individually. Now, in Deuteronomy 28:15, we have, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field. Cursed shall be the basket of and thy store. Cursed shall be the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of thy land, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Cursed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and cursed shalt thou be when thou goest out." It's saying that we're gonna come in cursed. Meaning when we're born, we're gonna be cursed, and we're gonna be cursed when we go out, when we die, because we don't even know we're Israelites. You know what I'm saying? If I had died prior to March 2015, I'd have never known who I really was. All right, now let's get. I'm gonna skip down here. No, I'm saying if I had died before March 2015, I'd have never really known the Most High. You know what I'm saying? It says, this is Deuteronomy 28:28. "The Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart." And that's what a lot of our people have. They've been smitten with madness to where they're just going crazy. They're out doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they've been smitten with blindness because they're spiritually blind. They don't know who they are. They think they're African American. They think they're niggers. They think they're Negroes. They think they're black. You know what I'm saying? It says, "And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways." Meaning we're not gonna be successful in nothing we do. And we know that, bro, from living in the streets, bro, from being out in the streets and doing stuff in the streets, that everything we do, it never works. It doesn't prosper. It says, "And thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore," meaning that we're going to be oppressed by our slave masters, and spoiled, meaning we're going to be spoiled, means to rob, right? We're just going to be robbed. "And no man shall save thee." Deuteronomy 20:30 says, "Thou shalt betroth the wife, and another man shall lie with her." And that happened all throughout slavery. You know what I'm saying? Where we would have wives and women, and the white man was raping our women and laying with our women. It says, "Thou shalt build an house, and thou shalt not dwell therein." I mean, we're gonna build a house, but we ain't gonna live in it. And we built the whole country of America. You feel me? And most of our people are homeless, living in the streets. It says, "Thou shalt plant a vineyard, and shalt not gather the grapes thereof." I mean, we're gonna be gathering grapes for other people. Right? This is Deuteronomy 28:32. "Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand." Now we seen that in that movie 12 Years of Slavery, where the lady's kids were taken from her, and they were given, like it says, into another people, and all she did, like it says, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all day long. Remember that girl in 12 Years of Slavery? All she did was cry day and night, crying day and night. You know what I'm saying? It says, "The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not." So a nation that we didn't even know back then will eat up everything that we do. The fruit of our land and our labors, a nation which thou knowest not, eat up. "And thou shalt be only oppressed and crushed, so that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see." Okay, so let's go. I'm gonna go down to Deuteronomy 28:68. I'm gonna give you the breakdown on this one. It's the very last verse of all these curses. All right, so we have 14 verses of blessings, and we've got verses 15 through 68 of all curses that's going to come upon us, right? So this very last one, it says, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships." Now, Egypt, we know from the Bible, is not the real name of that land. That land is called Mizraim, and Mizraim was one of the sons of Ham, and Ham was one of the sons of Noah. So the people that came from Mizraim are the Egyptians, right? So that word Egypt is actually a Greek word. When Alexander the Greek conquered the land of Mizraim, he called it Egypt. And it comes from the Greek word Egyptos, which means bondage or slavery. So right here it's saying, "And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt," aka slavery, "again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again." Meaning we're not going to see our homeland again. "And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen." So it told us we're going to be sold unto our enemies, right? For slave men and slave women, and no man shall buy you. When it says no man shall buy you, it's talking about back in the days, if you had a slave, another Hebrew man could come and buy that slave, that slave's freedom. So what it's saying is no man was going to buy us out of that captivity. Martin Luther King couldn't get us out of it. Malcolm X couldn't get us out of it. Marcus Garvey couldn't get us out of it. Louis Farrakhan and Elijah Muhammad, them brothers couldn't get us out of it. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I'm trying to show you through these prophecies is the people that are calling themselves Jews that are living in our homeland today that sold us into slavery, none of them prophecies fit them. Nobody else on the earth went into slavery on ships. And it tells us right there in the Bible, which was written 3,000 years ago, roughly over 3,000 years ago, that we would go into slavery on ships. And that ain't happening to nobody else. So everywhere we went, the Lord scattered us throughout the four corners of the earth. We came to America. We came to the Central America. Huh? Yeah, we went into slavery. We were enslaved by a lot of the African nations. You know what I mean? Well, see, what people don't understand is that we're still in slavery here in America. All right? This is still a form of slavery right here. You know what I'm saying? Check this out. It says, it's Deuteronomy 28:48. It says, "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee." Right? It says, "The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand." Right? A tongue that we wouldn't understand, a language we wouldn't understand. "A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of old, nor show favor to the young." All right? Let's see here. Trying to find.
That's clear. They don't care nothing about the old and the young.
Yeah, my eye just said that's pretty clear. They don't know. They don't give a damn about us. Period. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here. Now check this out. This is Deuteronomy 28:56. It says, oh, hold on. I think I lost the eye. See, I just lost it. That's all good though, man. We'll get into some more conversation or whatever later on. I don't know what else you had planned to do.
I just gotta wash dishes.
Yeah, me too. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, all right.
I ran the water earlier, but I was trying to get everything done.
For sure, for sure.
But man, just hit me up, man. I'll probably be up tonight.
Okay.
All right,
All right, go.